everyone, it's Sheila back again. Welcome to my channel. I am using my tablet again today, and I've come to the conclusion I'm going to have to use my tablet all the time. It's just both my computers just would not work properly yesterday for the to do videos. Even my older one, which I don't usually have any trouble with, I don't know whether there's updates or something on them that causes this or what, I don't know, but I've given up and I'm just going to have to admit I'm going to have to use my tablet. The only problem is with my tablet, I haven't got a stand for it, and I've got it standing up in front of I've got the screen up on my laptop and I've got it standing in front of the laptop, but I'm having to stand it as straight as possible so you can see me like this, and I have to keep, if I move the screen too far forward, the tablet falls down flat on the front, or if it's too far back, my head is down the bottom of the screen. I need a proper stand for a tablet. Why I have stands for, you can just see them in the corner here. I have stands and things, yeah, and I have it on my table for the phone, but they don't seem to do one for a tablet. I'll have to look that up and see if I can find a one, because it's much better, the quality and everything is much better on the tablet. I've had to admit that, like I'm seeing, I've given up with the computers. What I was looking up about the problem I was having on them, and it seems to be on all computers these days, the way they go light and dark, it's an automatic brightness thing where any difference, change in light or anything like that, and the automatic brightness comes in, either makes it lighter or darker. That's what, so I'm never going to be able to control it. So, but it doesn't seem to work like that for the tablet. Even my phone works much better as well. The better quality on my phone, that. So anyway, that's what I'm doing. That's what I made my mind up. I'm going to have to Google it and see if I can find a proper stand for tablets. As the thing that you put my phone into, it only opens up so far, and it's not wide enough to put the tablet in. But there probably is them out somewhere. I'll have a look up and see what I can find. So anyway, I'll be going to my granddaughter's later on. It is almost 1 o'clock now, actually, so I'll be going to my granddaughter's about 2, so a little bit time to do this video, put it through the converter on my computer. That's another thing, I have to transfer whatever's on my tablet onto my computer, and sometimes the computer doesn't agree with what you're trying to put in, and I have a bit problem. That's another thing I have a bit problem, the computer accepting things, but I'll work that out anyway. That's what put me off using it before, but there's probably easier ways. I'll have to look into that as well. Because sometimes, you know, it comes up on the computer and it doesn't recognise the tablet. But anyway, I am onto the second front on the little spotty print. And you can see the little colours perfectly on this. Even when I hold it away, you can still slightly see the little colours on it. So I've started on the second front, but I'll put that down because I have been doing other things. Like I'm seeing, it is nearly 1 o'clock now, so I was doing some crochet this morning, the notion pouch, and that's how far I've got with that. So I've just added a little bit video, but it's not going up on YouTube to the crochet yet. I'm going to wait until I finish the square and then show you what I do with the white that goes around. I do white around all around the whole edge of it, so I will show that before I put the video up. Like I'm saying, it'll be in pieces because there's a lot to do on an ocean pouch. So that's how much I've done on that. And I've done a little bit more on this one. It's getting longer. I think I have to do it about 9.5 inches for the armhole. I don't know what this is. I know I've got my tape measure. I've lost my tape measure. It's probably over there somewhere. It's probably about 5 inches or something like that. I think I've probably done on that. So I'll be probably taking that down my granddaughter's, doing a little bit of that. And maybe a little bit of that as well, because I've decided what I'm going to do, whatever I'm making, I'm going to do an hour on each. When I come to the last thing, I'll start again, another hour on the thing, and that's the way I'm going to work things. So an hour on this, except for the crochet, because I'll do a couple of hours in the morning on that, but after lunch, it's an hour on everything, and keep going around in a circle. So it'll be an hour on that. So I'll take both of those down my granddaughter's, because I don't know how long I'll be there. And I also done a little bit of my own last night. And you know, I started the sleeve on this, and I've been writing the instructions down in my book as I go. And I have to do, when I write the instructions down, I have to write the row down as I do it, what I've actually done, what stitches I've started off with. And I looked in my book and I haven't wrote any instructions down for the sleeve. I don't know why. And I thought maybe I've wrote it on a different page, on the wrong page. So I've been through all the pages and I haven't. So I'm going to have to just knit this one how I think it should be done. And then when I do the other sleeve, I'll have to write down exactly, I'll be able to work it out from the first rows that I've done here, what the stitches are. And then I'll work the second sleeve out as I'm going. You know, I don't know what on earth possessed me, what made me not write it down unless I was at my granddaughter's when I started. I know the sleeve, like the rib for the sleeve, I don't usually write that down. I usually write it down afterwards because I know exactly how many stitches to do and how many rows. But the actual, what I start off with the stitches and then how many stitches up to where I've got the cable in the middle, I just don't know why I didn't write it down, but I didn't. So anyway, I did do a little bit of it last night. So I'm writing notes down what I'm actually doing from here in just in a page in another book. So I need to sort that out. So I won't take that with me because I'll just go on with the little things I'm doing. But I thought to myself, you know, I'm going to have to get on with this one of my own. And I did notice I did a little bit video this morning to do this, and when I had it laid out on the table and I was looking at it, I found actually about 3 rows I'm going to have to pull out. I had made a mistake and it's knocked when you do this you get like a column going down of the stitches, and the column is just off a little bit, about, I'm not sure, it's 2 or 3 rows down, so I must have made a mistake in the stitch somewhere. So that's best that I do those tutorials and I lay them down flat and then I blow up the picture so I can see, and that made me see that I had made a mistake, that because it should be in a complete line, the stitch should go down in a line, you should be able to follow the whole line down, and it goes off slightly up the top, so I've done something wrong. So I'm going to have to pull a couple of rows out to sort that. So it's a good job I do things like that, what I do, because I can't really notice it just looking at it. It was because I blew it up that I could see it. And it's probably not noticeable, but I know there's a mistake somewhere, so it's got to come out. So anyway, that's that, and that's my little bit video for today, because I need a little bit finishing off and tidying up and that and going down my granddaughter. So thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll catch you all another day. So bye for now.